From Television City in Hollywood.
Hi, I'm Cher. Fly me for the next 60 minutes.
It's the Sonny and Cher show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sonny and Cher.
I could use a friend, anybody, but not this short little Italian guy. No mustache wanted.
Are you? No. You did it again. You got carried. She does this once in a while. She gets a little carried away on the song, and you don't have to look for love. That's why I picked this particular song. It was about love, and that's why I used it. So I was going to kind of segue into a love dialogue thing. I was just going to segue right into it. But
just segue into it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But you kind of messed that up for me.
All right. Well, now you just have to straight on into it,
I have
right?
to watch. Yeah.
Segue.
Well, no, I can't now. But
okay.
Anyway, I was going to segue. The reason was, you see, I'm constantly being asked what makes a good marriage, you know. So
why don't you ever tell me?
No, seriously. Seriously, we'd like you to know what makes our marriage such a solid success. First of all, we don't take each other for granted.
Yeah?
Well, we don't. Because if you start doing that, no, really, if you start doing that, after a while, a marriage can get dull and routine and get really, really...
It was great until I said I do.
Cher.
Well, not great. See, it started off slow, and then it just went... Nothing.
No, you see what she just what she did was important. That is very important.
That just
what she did was important because the poison that's inside, whatever's inside, you got to get it off. You can never keep it inside. Whatever's in there, the important thing is you got to get it off your chest. You know.
That's easy for you to say.
So, in conclusion, The way to a lasting relationship is for one person to complement the other. Like, well, take our act, for instance. You know, I'm no fool. I know who's got the talent and the charm, really, and the sex appeal and all that. I know who sings best, and but I also know who's got the brains.
I know that. What have you got?
So, in conclusion, I just want to say, love each other and everything will be all right because...
Love means never having to say you're Sonny. Gotcha, didn't I?
Sure, first of all, that's sorry. I'm Sonny.
I'm sorry.
No, actually, that's a good example of what I'm talking about. It takes a big person to apologize for their mistakes, and that's one thing about Cher. She knows when she's wrong, and she's learned to live with her mistakes, really. She has.
I've tried. Lord knows that I've tried.
Anyway, I just want to say one more thing about marriage, and that'll wrap it up for you. Cher, Italian people use their hands when they talk.
I know.
Keep it up, you'll get yours.
Yeah, you won't.
Anyway, what I want to say is you've got to have, if you have a marriage, put imagination into it and variety into your life. That's important, like Cher does. I mean, these little quips she pulls out of the bag here, like that is imagination. And I must say, it's given her life a little wallop. It really...
A what?
Wallop. What'd you think I said? I said
no,
wallop.
Nothing.
And another thing...
My cute little wallop.
What do you mean?
Your mother's a big fat wallop.
Anyway...
Your dad's lost his wallop. Just fell off. Lost his credit cards and everything.
Cher, one more word out of you and I'm going to whop you one.
So, in conclusion...
You're back. You're back. You're back. You're back. Make up your mind. You give all the love that you can hide. You're aware. I'll do just time and again. I'll get all the love you've been denying. Sooner or later, love is gonna get you. Sooner or later, girl, you gotta give in. Sooner or later, love is gonna let you. Sooner or later, love, you gotta give in.
Hey, man, what's happening, man? Uh-oh. Yeah, that's smart.
You know, throughout our career, Sonny and I have been connected with pop music, and yet at the same time, we really love the old songs. So tonight, by special request, Sonny's going to do a beautiful old song called Whispering. Ladies and gentlemen, Sonny Bono.
Oh, walk street, read all about it. I'm gonna sing one song. Walk street, read all about it. I won't do no wrong. Oh, whispering, whispering so no one can hear little old me. Oh. my spot. Read all about it.
Honey, I know there's a wage freeze, but Sonny, I think you're carrying patriotism just a little bit too far. I mean, you don't have to stand out here and freeze that. Now that we have this moment alone and Sonny's not here, I'd like to talk to you. I've been waiting.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. What is that? This thing. There.
There, now your jewels are showing. You want to know what that is?
Yeah.
This is a big event, my dear. You know what this is?
No.
It's the 20th anniversary of The Prince Who Was a Thief. Tony Curtis's big movie with Piper Laurie.
Yeah.
And this is a memorial Prince Who Was a Thief outfit.
This is, huh?
Yeah.
Tony Curtis doesn't wear stuff like that anymore. Tony Curtis wouldn't be caught dead in that. Whew. Your jewels are showing.
Cher.
Yeah. What?
Well, that's a disappointment. I've arranged for the highest tribute of all. I've got the entire Prince Who Was a Thief fan club out here, and they're here for a Tony Curtis memorial surprise. That's big.
A prince who was a thief. He saved the Arabic peasants from pain and fear and grief. From Baghdad to the Sahara, riding the glory of Hooray, 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 for the desert.
All right. Won't that bring a tear to Tony's eye?
No, but it might bring his lawyer to the studio. Sonny, I'm sure you meant well, but as in all your great plans, this one is just a zap on a thing. You guys are just lousy and rotten. And I would just appreciate it if you took your bunch of guys, little dancers, and they twinkled off, and your memorial locks here, and hit it. Just back to the desert, you know.
You don't
Open
want it?
sesame and
You
all
don't want
that.
it? You don't want
No,
it,
I
Cher?
don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want Tony to know or think that I had anything in any way to do with these bunch of whatevers. So I would just like you to go.
All right, fellas, let's move.
That's embarrassing. I mean, that is just, that is what you call total bad taste, and Sonny can really do it when he wants to. And I know Tony Curtis.
Are you kidding? I am the prince who was a thief.
Oh, Bernie, you're so romantic. Just right across the air.
And now here's Dinah.
You know, I just want to say how much I really love you two. You're so wonderful together. And I know when I watch your television show that you two really love each other. Your marriage is an inspiration to other couples. It's a glowing light, a rock foundation that will go on forever
into the sunset of time, welding and molding its strength and binding the two of you.
How did you know what I was going to say?
Well, you see, Sonny tells everybody that, Dinah. He says, you know, say that.
Say that.
Right.
Dinah, you forgot forever and ever.
Well, you know, I'm really sorry, Sonny, but I lost that page where you said Sonny Bono, superstar, all-American, virile husband, tower of strength,
You lost
lover
that page?
beyond compare. Well, somebody took it. I couldn't help it. I'm really,
enough of this unproved hearsay. Here's Dinah.
First of all, I would like to say a word or two. I know you won't be thinking this applies to you, but it's true, and it do. All your life you have had to sing your song alone, not believing anybody would have known. But you're wrong, and you know. I've got a song, let me sing it to you. Let me say it now while the meaning is new. Wouldn't it be good if we could sing it together? Don't be afraid to sing me your mind. Sing about the joy that I know we can find. Wind them around and see what they sound like together. The song is love. The song is love. The song is love. The song is Last of all, I would like to thank you for the word or two spoken in the moments when I needed you. Ought to see me through, and they do. I've got a song, let me sing it to you. Let me say it now while the meaning is new. Wouldn't it be good if we could sing it together? Don't be afraid to say mine. Sing about the joy that I know we can find. Walk around and see what they sound like together. The song is love. 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 The song is
Hello there, I'm Freeman King. In the past few television seasons, we've seen many different kinds of detectives. People in wheelchairs, priests, blind insurance investigators, and some Hawaiians, to name a few. This year, among the crime fighters was a new phenomenon, Cannon, a fat detective.
And now, another episode of our dramatic series, Detective Fat.
Detective Fat. What? A dead man in your living room? All right. Now, this is what you do. Call the police, then call an ambulance, and then call Chicken Delight. One right over. Hello? Anybody home? Anybody here? Hello? Anybody here?
You must be fat.
You're no Twiggy yourself, sweetheart. All right. Where's the body?
You're sitting on it.
Oh. Looks like Minnesota.
Minnesota Fats?
No, Minnesota. Okay, who discovered the body?
Well, my wife did.
Mm-hmm. Is she around?
She's around 68 inches. The cutest thing, little petite. Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell, come here, darling. Tinkerbell.
How do you do? I'm fat.
I used to be.
Oh.
I went on this wonderful watermelon diet. I lost 250 pounds. Of course, I have this terrific urge to tap dance. But as you can see now, I'm petite 750.
Yeah, right.
I'll never let myself go like that again.
Excuse me, but who is this lump?
This lump? Now, he's our neighbor, Mr. Bloat. You see, he came over to borrow a gallon of cream.
What for?
A cup of coffee. And of course, I went in the kitchen to get it. And when I came back, he was laying there. Dead.
This is certainly a fine kettle of fish. Love it. Now, if you were here and the lump was there, then you're the murderer.
Me?
You.
I was out jogging.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that explains it.
What, the crime?
No, the earthquake. Okay, send in the cook. The cook.
Hey, cook, come here.
You're the cook.
I's the cook, sir. Uncle Jemima at your service.
You?
Me what?
You're just the guy I've been looking for.
Me, sir?
Yeah.
Do you suspect him?
No, I'm just a little hungry.
Oh, good. Go make 26 sandwiches, 3 cakes, big pot of coffee, okay? That'll take care of me. Now, what would you like?
I think I'll have the same. Right,
Okay.
yes. Thank you. Thanks a lot. And would you bring a Diet Cola with it? I guess you're the maid, huh? Well, the plot's thickening.
So is the room. But I'm innocent.
Oh, yeah?
I was cleaning the dining room.
Don't lie to Detective Fat. You were out front, eating the entire entry hall.
How could you tell?
Well, your breath reeks from wallpaper.
Just got to cut out those rich desserts. Well, sir, if you're through with me, I'm going into the dining room to polish off the dining room table with a little whipped cream. It's delicious.
Well, I think I've solved this crime.
How?
Right. It was easy as apple pie.
Oh!
The murderer is...
Hey, you're supposed to be dead.
No, actually, I fainted. I just hadn't eaten anything in about 5 minutes.
A half-eaten entrance off, if you don't mind leftovers.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh.
Good, huh?
Well, that's... I'm glad you're enjoying it. That about ends it all. Now, Detective Fat has busted another great crime.
As well as most of my furniture. Furthermore, I think this floor is giving way.
Police, open up in there. We heard there's a murder. We're coming in.
Well, wait, how much do you weigh?
500 pounds.
Stay out, please, stay out.
What's going on in here?
I'll tell you all about it in the basement.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hit it. You know, those glamour magazines that are out on the newsstand really tend to exaggerate about the home lives of stars. Cher and I, we don't live those kind of excessive, glamorous lives that the magazines say we do. Our lives are really simple and straight ahead, just like average people. I'll show you. For an example, I'd like to show you. Here is Sonny and Cher at home.
Sonny and Cher at home!
It's our agent.
Hi, kids! Good news! Good news! We've just signed to do Samuel Bronson's next epic film production. World War III. And here's your money.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
Now we can do what we've always wanted.
Yes, we can buy Jamaica and use it as our summer home.
I'm sure glad success hasn't spoiled you two kids.
That's all that counts.
Made for each other, just the two of us. We'll model through the old and new of us. Sharing, adoring, sneezing or snoring. Long as we're rich, we know we'll never be boring. We have a love that can't be bought or sold. Plus a cottage made of 14-karat gold.
I must go back to my office, as your next deal is pending.
You mean the one where we're going to be the authentic King and Queen of England?
Exactly.
Oh.
Can you imagine? I'll be getting 10% of the entire British Commonwealth.
Wonderful. And nothing more than you deserve for being an honest, straight-shooting agent. An all-around great guy.
Keep your eyes on the good guys who walk the straight and narrow, the meek and humble servants of our trade. They'll do anything on earth on one condition. For everything you're worth, you owe him 10% commission. My heart's so full it could burst when I think of all the good guys, all the good guys. Yes, the good guys always finish
And we can't let you go without a big finish.
the butcher and the baker and the candlestick maker all are singing presentation about our day at home. It's a national pastime, it's all for the last time. We'd like to sing of our love for every light on Broadway, every star in Hollywood. Our heartbeat out a symphony of everything that's good. Another opening night of home. A song is drum on the jingle string. Let the rain get a fire in our hearts. It doesn't matter, we will smile till the clouds roll by.
He's my major star. She's my leading lady. Major star. She's my leading lady.
Tomorrow is another Sunny, Cher, Sunny, Cher, Sunny, Cher, Sunny, Cher, Sunny and Cher at home in Hollywood.
That's all, folks.
There now. Doesn't that clear up all those exaggerated stories? Doesn't it, Cher, huh? Doesn't that clear up everything? I mean, it really clears it up, doesn't it?
No, it made you look like what you are. Stupid. Here's what it really looks like, folks.
Cher! Oh, Cher! The handsome man of the house is home.
Yeah, well, when you see the ugly little thing, tell him I went bold.
You will excuse us for just a minute or so.
Boy, that's amazing, you know? It really, I don't know how you do it. You know, every time I see you, the girls just flock around you. Never me. That never happens to me. You know?
Well, if I may say so, Sonny, I think it's your clothes.
My clothes?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with my clothes?
Well, there's nothing really wrong with them. It's just the way you wear them, I guess. Maybe it's, you see, when you sit down, your pant legs ride up and you can see your shoes look in the socks like that. See?
Oh.
Your sleeves creep up around the elbows. you
Yeah.
know? And your shirt, look at your shirt's billowing out.
Gee,
You see, I, on the other hand, look absolutely gorgeous.
You do. You really do. Why is that?
That's because I'm wearing a sit-down suit.
What?
A sit-down suit.
A sit-down suit?
Right. It's made specifically for sitting down.
You mean...
You see, the pant legs are cut to fall precisely just above the shoes. See, the coat is cut especially tailored so it doesn't buckle up. And my shirt is cut so short that it doesn't billow out in any way. Also, my sleeves are cut just a little bit fuller with a special bend at the elbow, you see, for resting on the sides of chairs. Heavy, huh?
Dynamite! You are dynamite, buddy. Solid dynamite.
Thanks, pal, thanks.
Oh, man. Hey, listen. Could you come with me? I want to... I'd like Cher to see this suit.
Oh,
That's a killer.
I'd be
I mean,
delighted.
that's a killer. Do you mind?
No, not at all. I hope you're taking me someplace where I can sit down.
newspapers, read the latest word. All the news that's fit to print and all a bit absurd. Extra, 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 the world is gone insane. Read the very latest news, a festival of pain.
There are now 60 million Democrats in the United States, and all but 3 of them are running for president.
Thanks to TV cameras on the Mars probe, we now have proof positive that Mars is boring.
And now, on with the headlines.
My name is Lyndon Baines Johnson, and I've got a secret. My name is Richard M. Nixon, and I've got a secret.
My name is Daniel Ellsberg, and I've got both your secrets.
They solved the busing problem in Beverly Hills. They gave each kid his very own bus.
As a lifelong resident of Amchitka, Alaska, I would like to say that the recent nuclear explosion here caused absolutely no harmful side effects.
Thank you, Walter Hickle.
The mob movie, The Godfather, was shot in New York. Its producer and director were wounded in New Jersey.
Don't you ever say that again.
Headlines in the papers will open up your eyes. If you think the news is good, you're in for a surprise. Planes are being hijacked, there's garbage in the seas. Mother Goose is rated X and the UN's gone Chinese.
They had an 8-alarm fire at Women's Lib headquarters, and Sophia Loren came in and burned her bra.
The Pentagon became nervous today when a Russian fishing fleet was sighted west of St. Louis on Route 66.
Coffee, tea, or me?
Hey, man, I hear the Beatles are back together.
Does this mean another potato blight in Indiana?
Last time I heard a joke that bad, I was doing it.
Agent 38?
Yes, Agent 32?
Okay, this is your next assignment. It's a direct request from the president. Concerns Martha Mitchell's phone.
Does he want it tapped?
No, he'd like it stolen. Hi. I'll paint your car for $39.95 if I could find my hands.
Headlines in the papers, read the Daily Sun. Stocks are down and taxes up, but poverty can be fun. Crime is running rampant, fresh air is nearly gone. The dollar's worth a quarter now and grandma's getting it on.
The Apollo Massage Parlor was closed today by infuriated local businessmen when it was found to be a front for a police station.
My girdle is killing me.
The Palomar Observatory was raided today as the police found the astronomers looking at obscene moonshots.
John Connally is flying to California today to explain Phase 2 to President Nixon.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sonny and Cher, the greatest comedy team since Cain and Abel. Who was that?
Oh, that was you, Mr. Burns, George Burns.
That George Burns?
Yeah.
My name is Sam Newman.
Good to see you.
In New York City today, a man dressed as a carrot was attacked by a giant bunny rabbit. He was quoted as saying, "Ooh, What is this world coming to when a decent, respectable, law-abiding citizen can't go for a walk in a carrot suit?
What kind of an idiot would walk around in a carrot suit?
I'm the president of General Motors, and I'd like to show you what happens when you run into Ralph Nader at 5 miles an hour. How's that for a better idea?
I just washed my fern, and I can't do a thing with it.
The beat goes on, and the beat goes on. The drums
goes on,
and the beat goes
the
on.
beat goes on,
And the beat goes.
the beat goes
The drums
on, the
and-
beat goes off.
Headlines in the papers, headlines by the score. Majorities, minorities, and pestilence and war. Famine, flood, and earthquake, don't know where it will end. If you think that all is well, then pal, you're round the
You can conduct, Chaps. You can conduct.
Ding da da.
They say we're young and we don't know.
Oh!
Oh, I guess that's so. We don't have a plot. But at least I'm sure of all the things that we got. Babe, I got you, babe.
You sing it to me.
I got you, babe.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. God bless you. Thank you for being so good.
Also appearing in tonight's show, and let's make no mistake on this, were Ted Ziegler, Peter Cullen, Clark Carr, Tom Solari, Freeman King and Murray Langston, Terry Garr, and Steve Martin. This is Peter Cullen speaking, and I hope I've made myself perfectly clear.